Cool. So mostly this week we did a bunch of review, which was playing around with our stalls in together same, both up stalls and down stalls. In together opposite, both up stalls again and down stalls, as well as our center stalls. And then split time opposites with right hand on top, and then with left hand on top. Then split time same direction, both to the outsides and to the insides. We then played around with anti-spin in together same, going around with our hands moving counterclockwise, and then together same with our hands moving clockwise. We then played around with together opposite, going both ways, from the outside, down to cross, up to out, down to cross, up to out, and the other way, up to cross, down to out, up to cross, down to out. We also played around with split time opposites. We reviewed that, both with the right hand going counterclockwise like this, as well as with the right hand going clockwise like this. And again, we just talked about it in terms of you pop to get to the other side, you pop to get to the other side, always making sure you're switching which hand is on top each time. And then we played around with this exercise, going split time, same direction around. And the steps we used to get there were, we started from open, and we'd have the left hand pop down to get to the cross position. We'd do an extension all the way back around to get the left hand on top. And then we would pop to open, and pop to close, and go all the way back around. And again, we would pop the left hand up to open, pop the right hand up to close, and back all the way around. And then we try and connect the dots, pop to open, pop to close, back around, pop to open, pop to close, all the way back around. And we watched out for two things. Number one was the tendency for the right hand to switch direction when it had to do anti-spin to the bottom, which meant that we really had to think about having it remain going clockwise in wheel plane force and not switch to, or in wall plane force and not switch to wall plane. Not switch to wheel plane from wall plane. Ah! Yes. And then to keep track and make sure that our hands are maintaining a relationship where they're always as far away from each other as they can possibly get. They're just going in different directions around. Yeah. And of course, the finished version of the trick, which you got a couple times today, looks like this. And we also noted that we want to go from one position where the elbows are touching to the other position where the elbows are touching. And that was this week.